Hi everyone, I'm Miss Sarah and we're gonna do a yoga story time today. So I'm going to read Yoga Bunny by Brian Russo, and then I'll take breaks throughout the story so we can do and try the yoga poses. And we'll give it a try. So this is Yoga Bunny. And look at all those different types of yoga poses. Really fun. So I'll put it on my stand. And look at that bunny popping out of the bunny hole. One morning, Bunny crawled out of his hole, rubbed his eyes, and let out a big yawn. This is a perfect morning to do yoga. So Bunny dropped his head and arms down toward his feet, coming into forward fold. So I'm gonna back up and we're gonna give this one a try, okay? Good girl. So you had your arms in the air like this, and we just drop them straight down. Good job. That's my dog, Maya. She might be joining us for a bit. Just then, Lizard came walking by. Do you see Lizard? So you can feel free to stay in that pose if you want. Good morning, Lizard, said Bunny. Would you like to do yoga with me? Let's move this a little bit. There we go. I hate everything about mornings. I wish I could go back to bed, Lizard replied angrily. And with that, Lizard stomped away. Bunny was disappointed, but he took a deep breath, placed his hands on the ground, stepped backward, and lifted his hips high up in the air, coming into downward dog. All right, so we can't really see Bunny at the top, so let me move it over. There we go, that's a little better. All right, so let's go ahead and give this one a try. So if you're still in forward fold, we're gonna do it like this. So if you're in forward fold, you're over here like this. Okay, pick us up. Okay. And now we're into downward dog. Get your butt high into the air. Whoops. Good job. His friend came hurrying by. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And who does he look like? He's a fox. He was moving so fast, he startled Bunny. Out of my way, Bunny, he said. I'm in a very big rush. Maybe you could take a minute and do this yoga pose with me, Bunny suggested. It might help you slow down. No thanks, Fox replied. I'd rather be in a big rush than do something silly. And he hurried away. Bunny felt a little bit sad, but he took a deep breath, stood up tall, placed his hands in front of his heart, and balanced on one foot, coming into tree pose. So let's give tree pose a try too, okay? So reach up high, hands to heart, and balance on one foot like this. And you can always bring it, Maya, quiet. You can always bring it a little lower too. So like up here or up here. And why don't we switch feet too? Let's bring them up again. And switch to the other foot. Good job. All right, let's see what happens next. Just then, Bird flew down, balancing right on Bunny's head. Hiccup! I have a bad case of the hiccups, and I've tried everything to stop them, said Bunny. Or said Bird, sorry, said the birdie up there. Well, Bunny said, maybe you can do this tree pose with me. It can calm you down, and that might help with your hiccup! No way! Bird said, I'd rather live with the hiccups than stand on one leg. And with that, Bird flew away. And there he is flying away. Will anyone ever want to do yoga with me? Bunny wondered aloud. But then he reminded himself that doing yoga alone is better than not doing yoga at all. And just as Bunny took a deep breath, stepped back, bent his front leg, and reached his arms way up, coming into warrior pose, two little mice came walking by. Why don't we go ahead and try getting into a warrior pose? Okay. Oops. So, take a deep breath, step back with one leg, move forward a little bit, and lift your arms up high. There we go, good job. Ooh, feels really good, nice good stretch. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do the other side too. Let's do this leg. You can stay in those poses too while I continue the story if you like. What do you think he's reaching for? Whispered one of the mice. I don't know, but it must be very valuable. We better reach for it too. And so the mice stepped back, bent their front legs, and reached their arms way up, coming into warrior pose, just like Bunny. So keep staying in that warrior pose, okay? As they had their arms stretched way up and their eyes toward the sky, they noticed Bird flying by. Bird still had the hiccups, but he came down to join them, pressing his wings together in front of his heart, lifting up one leg and coming into tree pose, just like Bunny and the mice. So why don't we get back into tree pose too? And whenever you're ready, you can also switch to the other side. Bring it down. Good job. Let's see what they do next. And all of a sudden, they heard a loud noise. Zoom, zoom, zoom! And look who we have here. The fox is coming back. And we got the bunny and the mice standing right there, still in tree pose. Fox came hurrying by and saw the friends standing in a circle. And he pressed his hands to the ground, stepped back, and lifted his hips, coming into downward dog. Just like Bunny, the mice, and the bird. So let's go ahead and get back into downward dog. Lift those hips. Good job. Bunny took a deep breath and lay down, flat on his back, coming into resting pose. When Lizard came walking back and lay down just like Bunny. So let's go ahead and get into resting pose. So we're just gonna lie flat on our back. Feel free to stay there while I finish the story. Bunny was so happy his friends had joined him that he opened his mouth and let out a big "Om." And everyone else did the same. "I know where I'm supposed to be," said Fox. "Not so angry anymore. It's here." "Thank you, Yoga Bunny." And they all gave each other a great big hug. The end. This is a really fun story to kind of work through some basic yoga poses with kids, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I am not a certified yoga instructor, so I just like to read yoga stories. I hope you had fun today, and it's kind of rainy outside, so this was a perfect activity for me to do today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!